welcome to another Guild Ball Informer video. You're joined just today by me, it's Chris, it's Hayes Hobby Blog number 9. Apologies, I've got a bit of a cold, I'm ill, so if I sound a bit groggy, that is the reason why. So it'll just be a quick one today. I've been up to quite a lot over the last month, not all Guild Ball related, and I was umming and ahhing about these hobby blogs and whether to just stick with Guild Ball, because we are Guild Ball Informer. And everything up until this point has been Guild Ball content, but I had a quick word with Jay, and we think for my hobby blogs it might be okay if we throw in a few other systems, just to show you guys what I've actually been up to from a painting point of view, from a hobby point of view, because they are all kind of connected, and I think for you guys watching, if you like Guild Ball, you probably like these other systems too, and it just shows that I've not just been sitting around on my arse for a month doing nothing. So what have I been up to this last month? I've finished off a commission engineers team for Hotgates Gaming James, so you might see that on the channel at some point in the future, maybe season 3 after his Alchemists series that he's just started. I've also done another commission, some Alchemists for a friend. I'm still trying to muddle through finishing my own brewers, so I'm about halfway through. You'll have seen some pictures in previous episodes, but I've really lost my mojo with painting these guys, so I do need some inspiration, guys. So put in the comments anything that helps you get inspiration back for painting Guild Ball models. I've gone on to a few other systems painting wise, which I'll run through. I'll show you some pictures, and that is sort of getting my mojo back. I haven't actually played in many tournaments since the last one at the a few months ago. I went to one. I played with Captain Rage, Veteran Rage, so that was fun. Finished mid-table. I think I won 3, lost 2, and the 2 that I lost was purely down to Fangtooth on the other team, completely tying up Rage and my team. Once he gets tied up, that's pretty much it. Game over. And I was definitely missing Blackheart with his Shadow-like, his movement, his goal-scoring threat, his 2-inch melee. So I do need to get more games in with Rage. And then with Vengeance coming up, we have Vengeance just over a month away. So we're really excited about that. VengeCon, we're calling it now, because of some of the supplies you've seen coming. We're going to put a few more Road to Vengeance videos out. We have other things in store for you guys. We have also last night, you'll have seen Jay's post this morning, on Facebook saying we've now passed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you guys for that, that's amazing. I think last night when I went to sleep it was 999 and it's now 1,004 this morning, so kudos to all you guys. Probably helped with Jay's recent visit to the States to Adepticon. We're getting more Americans, Australians, foreigners coming to watch the channel, so that's fantastic. So what other things have I been up to? I'm trying. There's a new Kickstarter game that I backed called Shattered Earth, which it's a sci-fi game based in a post-apocalyptic future. I'll show you some videos of the minis that I've been painting. I've been lucky enough with Altrincham Wargame Club is quite local to one of the designers of the game, so he came down for demo day and he left some minis for us. So I've painted those up for the club. I've also been painting some Infinity. I've just gotten into Infinity. I've got Toha. They're on the shelf behind me. You might have seen some pictures on Twitter about those, so I'll show you some of them. Frostgrave. I've got into Frostgrave now, so I've got a little goblin illusionist warband. I've got my wizard called Clappy Clappy Thunderpants, the Resplendent, and his beautiful assistant Firecracker the Third. Don't ask why she's the third. The other two haven't been that fortunate while trying to teleport. So that's another bit of fun on the side. So I need to get painting those guys up. I've got them all built and ready. Necromunda, that game, that Blast from the Past Games Workshop game that apparently they're putting some more effort back into, but as a part of the Alchemist commission I did and a future commission, I got a whole heap of old Necromunda scenery and figures. So if anybody fancies a game of Necromunda, get on down to mine, get on to Hayes Hobby Dungeon, and we can play some games. It goes for all of these games. Message me on Facebook, message me on Twitter. I'm around the Manchester area in the UK, so if you can get to me, we can film some games, we can just play some games for a laugh, bit of casual. The more the merrier. We have a game night on Thursday at the Northwest Gaming Centre in Stockport. We've also got a Altrincham Wargames Club on a Tuesday, all within half an hour of me, so those on an evening if you can get round. I also want a bit of a shout out to a guy called John Brogan, who actually bought my Morticians off me a few weeks ago. He's from Liverpool, around Liverpool area, and there's a club down there called Let's Play that's recently picked up Guild Ball. So thumbs up to those guys. It seems like a thriving community over there. They've also got a tournament if you want to look them up. Apologies, I didn't research before this. I'm not sure what it's called. But get on down there. This game is just exploding. It's now been over a year. Season 2 just around the corner at Salute next weekend. So it's just going from strength to strength. We've got a campaign system coming. I'll be running one of those at our local clubs, and we've got 2 new card games. I saw an interview with DC from Adepticon talking about he's been involved in 2 new Guild Ball related card games. So there you go, guys, that's it for this week. I will swing round with the camera and show you what I've been painting. I've also been putting together a bit of terrain for some new games coming up, some sci-fi style games. But as I've said, not particularly Guild Ball related this week, I'm afraid. Also, a few little tiny spoilers, which you probably won't see a huge amount of, but we have some Vengeance stuff that has been delivered, and I also... I'm sure I can show you these are alright. I've got some for Jamie and I at the moment. We are, obviously, for Vengeance, we are OTs, TOs. And we have our Vengeance bright red, so you'll know where we are, you'll be able to see us. So we have a lot going on in the background with everything Vengeance. It's been an absolute manic month, and there will be another manic month coming up. But we're doing it all for you guys to make this the most amazing tournament we can, and hopefully, guys, we will see you all there. Until next time, I've been Chris, and this is Hayes Hobby Blog. Cheers, guys. So here we are back. These are my Infinity. The lighting's not great actually, but I've painted up these guys at the front. So I've got 3 cameos, 2 chaps and a lady, it looks like. So I've gone for like a neon yellow greeny sort of exotic looking colour. Then we've got my Gorgus, the big giant tag with his Chaxa peripheral in front of him. So again, just gone for the lime greeny. The 2 I've got to still start is my Gao sniper at the back on the right, and my Igeo close combat beast menace. Look at the size of that swinging blade. That is unreal, and he's amazing in game. I love him. And then I've got an Ektros at the back, I think, and a Sakaeol from the starter set. So those 2 you can see there. Before I've even base coated, then I've got the airbrush out and done them, the greens and the yellows, and then finished ones at the front. So that's my Infinity that I've got at the moment. I do also have another lady, can't remember what her name is, that I've base coated black. She's from the starter box as well, but I've not had her on the table or anything yet. Let me see if I can find her. Here she is. Again, can't remember what her name is, but she looks pretty cool as well. So that's what I've been up to Infinity wise. I will come back with the Shattered Earth stuff I've painted and the Frostgrave stuff that I've built. Here we are back with the Shattered Earth stuff that I've recently done. So these guys are... So this is the Kickstarter game that I've backed. I've actually gone for the Humanist Rebellion faction. So they're all like future sci-fi biotech guys. These are very much like, I think, Ariadne from Infinity. So they're the United Nations of Mankind. So they're sort of a human race. And as you can see, they've got nice armour and camo, and so I've just done a very quick job on those guys to get them tabletop ready so we can play some games down at the club. And then we've also got the Deathless next. So here we have futuristic alien sort of nightmare style faction. You probably can't see in a great amount of detail on here, but I've used UHU glue to give them some sort of horrible looking slimy and that's the Deathless Leader and his little minions. I've actually run out of bases, so I need to get another base for the one at the back. Frostgrave next. So here we are with my Frostgrave warband. So we have my my wizard, Clappy Thunderpants, at the front with his staff, started painting his skin. And then we've got his beautiful assistant, Firecracker. So these are freebooter minis, I think. Got them off Element Games. They're wicked models. I've been wanting to use them for ages. Then we have my little thief, Sneaky Beaky, here. So it looks very thief-like. I really like him. Then I've got this guy who I'm calling Sharkbait. Hoo-ha! So he is going to either be another thief, or he might be sort of like an adventurer, or one of the other characters that you can, one of the other roles that you can pick. Might be a marksman. He's got a pistol. I know they're archers and stuff, but might be an archer or a marksman or something, or a treasure hunter. And then I've got at the back, I've got 2 warhounds. I've actually got 4 of these, so I've got another 2 to build. But these are, I've not given them names. And then I've got my sort of grunts, either thugs or infantrymen at the back here. So again, just sort of goblins, gobbos with big sticks or knives, or just general cheap grunts. And then, because one of the other houses of magic you can pick, I'm going illusionist as my main, is a witch, where you can have an animal companion, and one of the animals you can have is a bear. So I've actually painted up this bear that I'm going to use. So I just think it looks hilarious next to his master, because he's huge. So I think that's wicked. So going to play Frostgrave for a bit of fun. A bit of a break sometimes from Guild Ball, just to get me back with my Guild Ball mojo. So that's my Frostgrave warband. Finally guys, this is my box full of terrain that I've been working on. So I've actually got loads of ruins that I'm looking at sorting out. I've tried to put some sort of posters on them, smashed holes in the walls, so they look pretty cool. They're all just sort of smashed, so they're gonna, as you can see there, you can have building lots of terrain in this box. They're gonna hopefully end up like this, with moss and disgusting crappy mould and stuff all over them. And then, as I mentioned, I got a whole heap of old Necromunda stuff. So I need to get building this. I've got the Outlanders box, I've got the old school Necromunda box with all the rulebooks and scenery, so I need to get reading those, get some campaigns going there. And absolute shed load of old Necromunda minis. We literally made every old gang. So there's a heavy. We've got even some of the old plastics. We've got rat skins here. So I'm going to get all these in the Dettol, strip them all and paint them all up again. We've even got sort of redemptionists, proper old school stuff. So I'm loving these. I cannot wait to get all these painted up, get some gangs put together, get some guys over, some Escher. So another rat skin. So these are really, really exciting. Cawdor. So there is literally everything. We're going to get all them done. So guys, that's it for this week. You're back in the hobby dungeon, and I will see you next time. Lots of hobby to do. I hope you keep playing Guild Ball and keep the stories coming on the Facebook groups, all your work in progress. It is really inspiring for everybody, so get it posted, and I will see you next time. Cheers guys.